has taken you to, of course, your amazing animated series. Can you, and I've seen a few fans in the audience, you can tell from all of the horns sticking out.
How many blitzes do we got? Stand up, blitz. If you're a blitz, take a, there's a blitz. No, sit down. Your moxie, sit down. Sit down. There, we got 2 blitzes. Are you blitzing together? Oh, all right. Well, I'm an ordained minister in California, if you want to get ready. There's another blow. Oh, wow, I love your blitz hair. And I see a blitz. Oh, look at that cursed blitz way in the very back, that big head.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a curse. Oh my God. Well, anyway, thank you for being so horny. And I can say that because I'm talking about your bodies.
I knew what you were talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. What took you from your making videos for yourself to creating this wildly successful animated series that people want to cosplay as?
Viv, just as the creator of Hell of a Boss, came to my manager and said, can he be in this show? I want him to write for it and I want him to play Blitz. It was the easiest role I ever got. I never auditioned for it. I just fell ass backwards into this part. And, you know, I will say this, if people ask me how do I get into animation, I didn't get in through the front door, I didn't audition, I'd say make YouTube videos for 15 years and hope that an animator comes along and gives you the lead role of her show. That's what happened to me. But you know, in a way, it does feel like it's a 15-year audition. You know, if I didn't make videos for that long, she wouldn't find me, and then I wouldn't have got the part, so. I don't know, I feel like I earned it. Well, it's luck. I can't just stop me if we talked about this yesterday, but luck is when opportunity meets preparedness. Luck is just when the right time comes that you have prepared for, when those 2 things line up, we call that luck, but it's not really luck. I worked for it. So, I'm done.
If only everyone would finish their sentence with I'm done.
I'm done.
But how did that then evolve into you writing for Hasman?
Oh, well, I don't write for Hasman. Hasman go fuck itself. Oh, sorry, frick itself. I'm sorry. Well, you guys like swearing. But, no, hell of a though. Viv watched, there was a series I made called Blame the Hero. And Viv saw that.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, this guy can write, and let me have it. This is kind of the tone. I guess she was wanting to go for Hell of a. So she brought me on to Hell of a. And I'm glad that the 2 shows, Hasman and Hell of a, have a very distinct feel. I mean, they're obviously from the same universe, but I like to think that it's not a hard transition for people to go from watching my videos to watching Hell of a Boss or vice versa, because even though I don't write every episode, I get to have a pass over every episode for comedy. So like, after an episode's done, even if I didn't write it, Viv will still put it on my desk, and I get to fix all the jokes, and I get to make the jokes, I get to punch them up. Most of them, though, don't need fixing, but it's nice to have the opportunity to at least give my brand of humor through every episode. Oh God, I forgot what your question was, but I hope it...
No, that was perfect. That was you answered it. I love that you forget right after you've answered the question.
Well, it's the pot.
It's pretty.
Sorry, weed, marijuana, what do you call it here? Cannabis?
Illegal.
Illegal, yes.
So we have a huge amount of people here, and I'm sure you all have questions. Usually I would ask Pete more, but just look at all of these gorgeous angels. There are so many of you. So we've got some volleys over here, and these angels will come over with microphones and take your questions. So pop up your hand, and they'll come over and take your question. If you can't raise your hand for any reason, ask the person next to you to raise their hand for you. And if you don't feel confident speaking in the mic, our volunteers actually have gorgeous voices. They've had voice acting training. Every single volunteer has.
Honestly, they look like they got good voice, so they got a sexy voice.
They do. Yes, they all have that's how we choose our volunteers. They have the sexiest voices in Melbourne.
I can tell your voice is seductive from over here.
It really is. It'll impregnate you.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, you can't do that. You won't.
Yes, my twink. Well, I can't give any spoilers. Viv is in the back of the room right now with a sniper rifle. If I get a red dot in my forehead, it ain't a bindi. Yeah, that's not, I can't say anything. I can't say the stuff that she's already said, though, which is Hell of Us going to be 4 seasons. We know how it's going to end. We know where we're going. It's not like we're figuring it out as we go. We've known what the fate is of these characters before writing season 1. So, to answer your question, Blitz, I'm very happy with what the outcome of his arc is. I don't know if other people will be, but I think it's the best arc for him. And it's a story we've been just massaging for years, so we're very sure about where it's going. And we can't wait for you to see it, because I think it's the perfect story. Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
So we've got a question.
No, I was talking to, I had a follow-up, but I couldn't hear. I can hear you. Yeah, I'm spilling coffee all over the stage.
That's fine. Over to Louise. Over there.
Hi. How does it feel just working on Hell of a Boss and Hazard Hotel and just general?
Yes, where is it coming from?
Sorry.
Oh, there you are, the red. Yes, hi, my dear. What is it like sucking? What is it? What? I'm so sorry. I have ADHD.
So do I. It's fine.
I can tell. All of us. This is the ADHD spokes crowd.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes. Sorry, one more time with it.
How does it feel just working on Hell of a Boss and Hazard Hotel in general?
Feels great. Katie Killjoy, who I played in Has Been a Boss. She was my favorite character before I got the role, and she is based off of Bryce Tank Thrust, who's my raise your hands, Bryce. There she is, right there. Yes. Yeah, so Katie Killjoy is blatantly based off of Bryce, and I just didn't know Viv at the time when she did the pilot, so Faye Mata, who I love, very talented actress, I love her to death, but the role was mine to begin with, I'm sorry. And it's all the incels who don't like that I got the part, all the ones who like that she had such an effeminate voice, and then this queer comes in and just screws it up with mine. She was my character from the start, sorry.
So we've got a question down the front here.
Hi, yes, in the glasses, yes. How are you, my dear?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
What inspired you to actually start making videos and vlogs and stuff?
Just, I mean, it's the same reason any artist makes anything. It's just a form of self-expression. My form of it is getting in drag and throwing a camera on and then editing it all together and throwing it on the internet. But, you know, in a way, that's what drag is. You just impersonate something that you love or you want to pay homage to, and then you add your own stank on it. That's what, I can't not make videos. I was making videos since I was a kid. You know, I was doing stop motion at 7 years old. 7 years old, I was doing stop motion, and then I got a camera and I started making videos. You have this thing, you can sit down. I'm so used to thank you. It's making me nervous. Yeah, so I don't care what happens to me in my life. I can go to prison, I can lose my legs and arms. I don't care. I'm still gonna do it. And all these YouTubers are retiring. What the hell is up with that? Retiring just means you weren't that in love with what you were doing. Otherwise, you do it till you're dead. You know what I mean? And I just can't see a world where I stop making videos. And like I said, the videos are not for you. I'm glad you all like them. But it's my own therapeutic process. And when I'm having a hard time, I make a video. And it's the more depressed I am, the better the video performs. My mom character, the Kathy, the woman in all pink, I made that first video in the middle of a horrible breakup. I was going through a horrible breakup, and if I didn't throw on that pink suit and that makeup and throw that baby around, I'd be miserable. So, I forget what your question was, but that's all that I have to say.
A question right up the back there.
Hi, I was just wondering which of the actors on both teams is most memorable to work with?
I really like Richard Horvitz. He's the director of Hell of a Boss, the vocal director. So he keeps us all. Well, first of all, Richard Horvitz teaches a voice acting class, which I haven't taken it, but I've heard amazing things about it. Most of the voice actors here have taken his class. But having him as a director is like having a teacher. It's like even better.
That was good. My question's pretty much like, if you got to voice any other character in like an anime, what would it be?
Behind the class every time.
Maybe
and
animated
just to
show,
keep us
not necessarily
within the context of what's happening. So it's like, remember, in the previous scene, Blitz was running, so you're out of breath in this scene. He keeps everything consistent. He's the reason why we sound like we're in the same room with each other. It's because he's always giving us the context of what's happening, so we sound like it. Did that answer what you were asking?
That's easy.
Okay, all right.